If you're anything like me, you have a gigantic backlog of games. It's a story far from unique. You buy a bunch of games on sale or have some kind of subscription service to play them through, and yet dozens, if not hundreds of games just sit there with 0 hours clocked. Or worse, you start the dang thing only to put it down halfway through. Games we enjoy, mind you, we just stop playing them for what feels like no actual valid reasons, and it happens so often. It could be because, I gotta make money at a regular job and all that, but I refuse to let them silence me, bro. They ain't taking my hobby away. But Red Dead Redemption 2, for me, was the latter. And not just once, but twice times I put the game down and didn't pick it back up. The first time was way worse though. It was like a month after it came out, and I played part of the way through chapter 3 before abruptly stopping. No idea why.
In chapter 3 now.
The other time was when it came out on PC and I got it. I started playing the story and then it crashed once and I just didn't load it up again. Out of spite, probably, if I had to guess. I was much younger then and spiteful and full of rage, so it makes sense.
It crashed. Fuck.
I fully expected to never play this thing all the way through, honestly. I thought so many new games have come out since then, so what's done is done, I guess. I'm just never gonna play it. But if I can be real for a minute, for me, leaving these games and these videos and these ideas unfinished and explored was not a pattern that I wanted to continue much longer. So that brings us to now, where I'm sort of memorializing this first time playing. My thoughts are fresh, my gameplay is authentic. This video is what I got out of Red Dead 2.
Still have a big price on our heads.
This is a big country. We'll find somewhere to lie low.
Arthur?
No, son. Your sister is very worried.
I ain't gonna repeat myself.
Oh, my God.
Heavenly indeed. Quite remarkable, isn't it? Feels like we have a nice westerly wind, so keep her around this house.
So spoilers will be discussed from here on out, so get out now if you haven't played. Get out now if you want to do a replay. I would recommend it. It's a good game. So I started playing the game again around mid-December of 2024. It's a story with a lot of layers to peel from, whether it's revolving around the character writing or critical plot points or even side missions. It's got a world that is vast, but also slow to traverse, so you can't avoid taking it all in while you move through it. Carefully crafted would be an understatement to describe the way it was designed. What's good about this is that we can talk about something abstract and specific. The example I like is when John Marston is being rescued from a pack of hungry wolves by Arthur in the snow during the mountains in Chapter 1.
Good to see you, Arthur Morgan.
I made a connection as late as the epilogue that this scene in that moment is an analog thematically to the antagonist and the protagonist of the game's narrative and how they close in on each other as the game goes on. I would label those antagonists being, firstly, the Pinkertons, who work hand in hand with business and political interests trying to take down the van der Linde gang, which we are a part of. Secondly, Dutch and Micah, but mainly Micah, as the pair collaborating slowly wears on the stability of the gang and tears the people apart. And thirdly, which I think is a bit of a reach, a little bit of an abstract idea, but follow me, it's the O'Driscolls, the Lemoynes, the other rival gangs, and the killers of the world. These guys, they're not too much different from the wild animals that would maul you down to survive to the next day. These people fight and brutalize to survive. In some cases, they do it just for the fun of it. But thematically, they are a primary antagonist of our characters nonetheless. But like I said, that's just one angle we can pick at it from if you like. Or we can pick up something broader and a little bit more on the nose, like during Arthur's conversation with Sister Calderon, where she and him question their purpose. They question what it means to be alive.
Are you okay?
Well, never better.
What's wrong?
I'm dying, sister.
Okay.
Yeah, I got TB. I got it. Beating a man to death for a few bucks. I've lived a bad life, sister.
We've all lived bad lives, Mr. Morgan. We all sin. I don't know, but whenever we happen to meet, you're always helping people and smiling.
And question what it means to die.
I had a son. He passed away. I had a girl who loved me. I threw that away. My mama died when I was a kid. And my daddy, well, I watched him die. And it weren't soon enough.
My husband died a long time ago. Life is full of pain. But there is also love and beauty.
What am I gonna do now?
Be grateful that for the first time, you see your life clearly.
But I still don't believe in nothing.
Often, neither do I. But then I meet someone like you, and everything makes sense.
And when he comes face to face with the end of everything, Arthur is then able to become more of who he was all along.
Guess I'm afraid.
There is nothing to be afraid of, Mr. Morgan. Take a gamble that love exists and do a loving act.
Helping the people who he wronged before, giving up his material needs for others who are going to live on past him, and finally, trading that cruelty for compassion. It's a Red Dead redemption by the end of the game, if you will.
Goodbye!
Sister?
So we're going to change gears for a sec. I gotta say, I really enjoyed Sadie Adler. She's definitely top 3 best characters. Not sure if I would put her at 2 or if I would put her at 3 quite yet, but in her own way, she's got to be one of the best supporting cast members in like any game I've ever played.
I ain't chopping vegetables for a living.
She's got Arthur's back when it counts.
Sadie! Why didn't you get inside?
And miss all this? Come on, Arthur.
Then later on, has John's back too.
For the last time, leave me alone.
Or what?
Lord, that!
Get the hell out of here before she kills us all!
You!
Get out of here!
John Marston.
I had to give Sadie her own bit because she, to me, is an Arthur parallel. The game briefly crosses over this idea a time or two.
How do you mean?
When the time comes, you help them.
What do you mean?
I mean, help them escape. When I... You know, you and me, we're more ghosts than people. But them, they could...
I know. Of course I will. Thank you, Arthur.
But both characters faced lost loves. For Sadie, it was her husband. She lost her home. She lost her lifestyle. A very sense of who she was from the events when we first meet her.
I was a married woman. You know what they did to me. And to my husband?
And while Arthur had Mary Linton, he also had a son. And he also had a baby mama from way back before the game even started. These losses drive them to keep to themselves, and they rarely open up or trust others. So it's significant when these two learn to trust each other more as the game goes on.
You're the only one of these fools that I trust. I've got to do this.
Both characters also felt their usefulness was limited to their capacity to dish out violence. They both expressed this at some point in the game.
Well, this country is man unleashed. That's the thing, and it ain't my fault any more than it's anyone else.
Unleashed? Then unleash goodness. Not just hell's feeble brothers, sir.
But how? I mean, all I know how to do is fight, I guess. I was set free to fight.
Well, seems like there ain't much else in this world except bastards, victims of bastards, and the bastards who want to put the bastards in the ground.
And which are you, exactly?
Me? In my time, all three. But same as most people. I'm on my own now, John. I ain't so good with people.
But also, they care deeply about the people closest to them, which contradicts some other parts of them.
Miss Tilly. Here. Take this. You take this money, too. Take Jack, and you wait at Copperhead Landing for Abigail and Mrs. Adler.
Thank you, Arthur.
You're a good girl. You live a good life now, you hear?
All right, Arthur. I'll miss...
Me too, sweetheart. Me too. Jack, come here. Be brave, son. I'm gonna go get your mama. Mrs. Adler. Ride with me.
Yeah! Maybe it wasn't right of me to bring you along on those really heavy things. Family man and all. Seeing all this, I don't know if I can do it again.
I'm my own man, ain't I? I get to make those calls. I needed the money.
You are your own man, sure. But I'm my own woman. And I get to say who I ride with. And I don't know if your ranch and your kid and your wife are things I want to be worrying about when I hear a gunshot.
Yeah, fair enough.
But they are written as complex, multifaceted characters, kind of like how real people behave. I know that might be crazy stuff to hear for some of y'all, real people. Boo, did I scare you? But obviously, they are two different characters and are not the same one-to-one. But parallels help explain why I think Sadie is so good. Their shared and similar experiences allow them to build that unique sense of trust with each other that the other gang members don't have. She totally could have been the playable character in her own right, with the quality of her story. But that feels like a great segue to my favorite part of the game. Shocking to hopefully no one, is the epilogue. It's kind of cliche and all. A cold take, blah blah blah. But all the characters, all the chapters, they really built to these moments. And it's also a reminder that life, the world, time itself, still goes on. Arthur's final moments are so brief from our perspective. He stares down the sunset, and that's just it. A view of just seconds. And time keeps going on. The birds keep chirping, the deer keep on grazing, the world keeps going on. And that's when we come back to John years later. And while most everyone else in this world had forgotten Arthur Morgan, Dutch Vanderlyn, Micah, Sean, Molly, Lenny, and Hosea, we haven't. John and Abigail carry that weight, yet they desperately try to one day be normal for once. John battles that lingering struggle between his past and his future, the two wolves inside of him, if you will. And Abigail is standing on the side of his future.
Guess maybe we can last here. Survive. Do a little better than survive for once. I'm tired of fleeing, John. So, well, you know.
Me too.
Working as the ranch hand is a bit of a slow moment in the game, but you gotta hear it out. It allows you to understand the couple's desire to make something their own. It won't be pretty.
You know that woman of yours got the look of a woman ain't had a real ride in her life. She's gotta make do with some piss-poor stinking farmhand. Hey, tell her I'll let her in my sheets. Long as she bathes first in sheep dip, get the stink of you off of her. Farmhand!
What? What? What choice did I have? Just answer me that. What was I supposed to do?
But for once, they have a way to chase dreams for themselves.
Hey, John.
Jim!
Sorry.
So, this is what you wanted. Fake names, which, by the way, Dickens sees clean through.
John.
Us on the run.
John, this is our chance to make something new. Come on. Please. For me. For him. How was the... What happened?
Yeah. We got shot at.
Shot at? What happened?
Well, we got followed, and then
Followed by who?
probably someone who knew me. If we didn't get to them particulars, I'm sorry.
My son. Our son.
It was your dress that caused all the problem.
Weren't even a dress. It was a gift for you.
Darling John, a kind lady in the village helped me write this.
She had men problems of her own, but that's a different story. Listen, I've begged you, but it don't seem to make much difference. I've tried everything I know to make you grow up. And you know I love you, but loving you means I can't watch you do this. Time after time, we've had to run because of your behavior and your decisions. We got a son. I got a son. And I love our son enough that I can't have him around while you're like this. I had so many dreams, John. I hoped you would change. We all saw what happened to them that didn't, but you... Part of you is hell-bent on ending up the same way.
And I love you too much to watch that no more. Abigail.
And just let me be honest for a bit, okay? This moment where you're building the house for the first time, it feels like the characters get their first expression of agency after everything. After all the death, after all of the destruction, after the betrayals, the lying, and the stealing just to survive, the gravity of the context behind this moment in time contrasted with the characters experiencing some kind of positive slant for the first time in the whole game, it feels like. This had me more in tears than Arthur's final ride back to camp. Arthur's moments are extremely touching for sure, don't get me wrong, but we know what had to happen is what was going to happen, no matter what. Here, this is the moment that makes it all worth it. This time, it really was the destination instead of the journey. Well, maybe a little bit of both. And look, I might be theory crafting a little hard here, but when I saw this little blue jay that has multiple appearances in the building scenes, part of me wants to say that it's a symbol, a representation of Arthur Morgan in one way or another. It feels like the story is acknowledging that he's watching over them. Seeing the foundations of a new life being built by John and Charles. Red Dead has never shied away from plenty of paranormal or spiritual things going on, even in the first game, so I wouldn't put it past the narrative to come up with something like that, which is why I kind of believe it myself. Either way, it gets me every time, man. Even now, I'm still getting goosebumps. It's crazy rewatching it.
Let me have a rule and a saw and a board and I'll cut.
So like John's proposal also to Abigail, that shit was built up nicely too. The ring being from Arthur.
I got a ring. It was Arthur's. I found it in a bundle of things that I've kept.
Them finally being allowed a moment to just be humans together. Gives me flashbacks to Arthur and Mary Linton because of the put your arm around her prompt. And that shit breaks my heart, bro.
They come from Rockstar and Valentine. What are you doing with that arm?
I thought you might be cold.
John.
And it's a thing you would only understand by going all the way through the Mary Linton plotline.
What are you asking?
You... Will you marry me?
Get up. I am married to you.
No, I mean proper. In front of God.
You serious?
I got this ring. I've had it for a long time. Take it.
You serious?
It would make me very happy if you would...
We've lived a lot of lives.
Let's just live this one from now on. You and me, Jack, a family, by law.
John, I didn't know it mattered to you.
It didn't. But now it does. If you think this is dumb, I'm sorry.
Shut up, you silly man, and kiss me.
Like, it's perfect to me, bro. It ties it up with a neat little bow. But we still got a bell to ring. Hunting Micah down with Sadie and Charles, with the knowledge that these two didn't have an appearance in Red Dead Redemption 1, had me worried for him. I didn't know who was walking out of here.
There must be a sniper! Get in cover! Quick!
You alive, Charles?
Y'all, be careful!
What is this, man? Sadie! Get your hands off her! You all right?
Just fine.
You don't look too fine.
Come on.
You're bleeding pretty bad.
Ain't nothing.
It's an ice cold mission, literally and figuratively. Like at one point, John is slow walking up the snow cap, and I'm one tapping the newfound gang. He was probably gonna rat on him too. I had to just put him out of their misery.
You're riding with the turncoat! It's John Marston, my God!
It pulls you back mentally to chapter 1. You're knocking down O'Driscolls for the first time. You're knocking down these guys for the first time. For me, this was 3 months ago at this point. I'm practiced with the gun now, and I'm not letting Micah get off this mountain.
Scarface. Did you miss me?
Not much.
Been a few years. How's that, whore of yours?
She's good. Didn't reckon I should waste my time killing you. But I felt different.
So it seems. Well, maybe after all this is over, I'll go pay her a call. And the boy.
Whatever you say.
It's just here! Come take a look!
Come on now, Micah. At least die like a man.
Hellfire. It's just like old times.
Come on. You turn around and start walking.
You got me! Just like old times. All manner of folk paying social calls.
Hello, son. Mrs. Adler. It's been quite a while.
Now, John. Now, what were you saying?
What are you doing here, Dutch? Same as you, I suppose.
Dutch and I are teaming up once more. We got money. We got dreams. Join us, John. Join us.
Let her go.
Now, I can't do that, John.
Dutch. Dutch, come on now.
You shot at me, son.
You started.
You betrayed me.
I could say the same as you.
I was trying to do my best. You just cared for yourself.
I think differently.
Join us. Join us, John.
Let her go! She ain't well.
I don't want to kill you, John.
Arthur saved my life. More than once.
Arthur's been dead a long time. This is a new century.
Dutch. Dutch. We all did our best for you. Ain't our fault. Things turned out the way they did. Dutch, killing me won't solve nothing.
Put down your gun, Marston!
Say something, Dutch. Say something!
I ain't got too much to say no more.
You shot me. You shot me pretty good.
Ain't no way Buddy was taking the headshot, man.
Thank you.
It's finally over. It's all over.
It's over, Abigail. It's all over.
I'm going to where the sun burns in the...
Red Dead 2, it wasn't perfect in my eyes, but it did get pretty close. I've got my criticisms of the game, nothing too harsh. The Rockstar formula can kind of bleed through sometimes. After playing GTA 5 for so long, GTA 4, there's some fights that can end up feeling like shooting galleries that overstay their welcome a bit. Chapter 5, in my opinion, felt like by far the weakest of them all. It was like a jump the shark moment, yet at the same time, it really felt like not much happened at all in the entire chapter. Other than, I will say, Arthur witnessing Dutch kill an old lady in cold blood. That's pretty fucked up.
Dutch, what are you doing? Jesus. Easy, Dutch. What was that?
But some of the individual missions in general can feel pretty uneventful with little impact emotionally or narratively, but most of them aren't like that, don't get me wrong. And beyond that, I can think of some gameplay choices and mechanics I felt could have been cut or expanded on. Things like crafting and cooking could use expanding. Weight gain or weight loss could be cut. I would just get rid of that. The honor system, I would have given a significant overhaul or outright taken it out in my opinion. Like not even the bandana has an impact on the honor or the wanted system, even though the first game it did. I digress. The game is massive as is, so I understand time constraints and pressure on a team of this size. I'm just being nitpicky, okay? It's nothing make or break. And that's really all I got left to say, man. That's it, I think.
I ain't got too much to say no more.
But those were just some of the moments. So here's some more moments.
You okay, Arthur?
Sure.
You don't look okay.
What's this? Quickly! It's nothing. I thought I knew him.
Please do not do that again. Now get moving, come on.
Now you do?
I ain't looking for forgiveness. It ain't about that. Don't forgive me. Just take the money and get out of here, please. I know I ruined your life. I suffer for it every day. But don't let yourself get killed for pride. I seen it kill too many folk. Don't say anything. Don't thank me. Just take the money and pack your bags. That's all I gotta say.
Thank you, Mr. Morgan.
I said don't thank me. Get out of here. Please.
We'll be famous for this one.
Well, it's about...
Whoa!
Hey, why don't you walk along and forget what you saw, okay? You bastard!
Ah, shit.
Damn.
Whoa, what's this?
Well, you got something?
Ah, I got something, all right.
Maybe it's a sign, Arthur. Try to do the good thing.
So I want to say thank you to everyone who's sticking with me after all this time. I know it's not easy being a fan of me when I constantly try to reinvent the type of video I want to make and I take months to make a video, but I am also a changing person, so it only makes sense to me that my creations change along with me. If you've watched me gush about Red Dead Redemption 2 this far, then you'll probably end up enjoying my other videos too, so you might as well subscribe to keep up. And if you don't mind, I'd appreciate a like as well, cause YouTube eats that shit up, and we need just a little more money, then we can go to Tahiti. They love comments too, so feel free to ramble about Red Dead yourself down there. I got a huge backlog of games to play, like I opened the video with, which means more videos like this. But also, got some other ideas, some Red Dead related, so watch for that here, or maybe it'll be on my second channel. On my second channel, it's a lot more laid back, casual, less scripted. It's got more of that background noisy kind of vibe to it. I'll watch it on the second monitor kind of energy to it, you know what I'm talking about. So check that out down below if you're interested. Otherwise, I'm out of things to market. Thanks for watching. Thanks for playing. Whatever, I'll see you all in the next one.